Hello, anyone? Hey, would you people shut up? Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody, and welcome along to Six Fields Stadium, where we have the first press conference of the season, the Sky Bet League 1 season, and this is for the first match between Coventry and Crawley, and we will invite Mr. Tony Owens out here to the table, and he will be answering your questions in a lead up to this first match. So let's get things underway. And I see who's got the question here. Mr. Harris, Dominic Harris, you're first up. What's your question, sir? Please keep things simple. Oh, hello. I am Dominic Harris, and I have a question for Mr. Owens. First question: do you have a clear idea in mind of your preferred first 11 this season? Well, thank you, everyone, and welcome along to the first press conference. First question. Thanks, Mr. Harris. Let's see. First 11, clear lineup in mind. Well, I do have a regular team in mind, but you can never predict the effects of these injuries and forms on a squad. So, take it with a grain of salt, my dear friend. But who knows what's going to happen? Okay, next question. James, Azumong. Oh, hello, I'm James Azumong, and I have a question. Coventry City start this season with daunting figures of minus 10 points. In order to overcome this deficit and avoid the drop, you really have to push to get every point possible, won't you? It's going to be tough. Oh, come on, James, look. I was sick of you last time, and straight away you just straight on to the negatives. I mean, come on, buddy. Let's be positive about this sort of stuff. I'm really passionate about this topic, and I'm gonna say to you right now, we have a great chance of staying up. But yes, you are correct. We need to get points on the board very quickly, very quickly. Oh, Dominic Harris back here again. The bookies are tipping you for relegation this season. Do you think you could upset the odds and stay up? Oh, well, Dominic, come on, man. Now, I've pretty much just answered this question. I have full confidence that we can stay up, and we will be doing everything possible to do that as well. James again. Many pundits suggest that Andy Webster's performance will likely be a key factor in determining whether you have a successful season or not. Is that a fair assessment? James, well, I have to say, James, he is a key player, that's for sure, but, this is a team game, James. Now, come on, you need to think more clearly. We have a good team around us, and I'm not really interested at all at discussing tactics with you. You ask some very silly questions, and, this is a team game. Let's talk about team, let's talk about Coventry, and let's talk about playing Crawley this weekend, the opening match of the season. Let's just keep things on track, eh? Shrewsbury Town will want to show that they can avoid the drop this season by winning their next match against Milton Keynes Dons. Is that a game you expect them to win? James, what the hell, man? I just said to you. This is Coventry and Crawley. Sky Bet League 1, get it together. Look, I've just had enough of you. You ask such stupid questions, and this is not good enough. I'm just had enough, and I'm just, I'm out of here. Stuff you, James. Well, that sure did escalate very quickly indeed. The press conference going off with a bang, one would say, but that is for the lead up to this match. Crawley at home versus Coventry, the first League 1 match of the season for these two teams, and we can get quickly into it because we have a absolute pile of stuff to get through this month. So no mucking about, no real news to speak of at the start of this month, apart from the fact that we only sold a paltry 300 season tickets this season, which is an appalling amount, but that's to be expected with all that crap that's going on. Let's get into this match. Crawley and Coventry. Let's have a look at our lineup, where we have Murphy starting in the goal, and Adams and Christie again starting on the fullback roles. Webster and Willis combining in the central halves, and Barton and Musa again in midfield. Fleck and Baker sticking out on the wings, with Wilson and Mansett starting up front. A very predictable lineup at the start of the season, with what really seems to be our best lineup from what we learned from the friendlies. So let's get into this match and see how we get on for our first start of the season. And kickoff is underway of the Sky Bet League 1. The matches have begun, and the first outing of the season between Coventry and Crawley has kicked off, and we are away today to Crawley. As we mentioned, sitting down in 24th, minus 10 points, all to play for, all to do this season, and a good start here against Crawley would be great for us, as Nicky Adams has a first shot on goal for Crawley after just 8 minutes, and luckily for Coventry that goes wide. And we've seen Coventry on the attack, first attack at the goal so late on. Half an hour is gone before we get our real first highlight of the season, and it is Musa with the ball in midfield, attacking towards the box, has a shot, and just tipped round the corner from the goalkeeper. Another shot coming in from Barker, crossing well, Fleck having a go. Barton with the shot, oh, Wilson's header off the pole. And a good attacking play from Coventry, surely reward, deflected again from the defender Sinclair, and finally cleared away from Crawley. No reward there for Coventry from all that possession, domination. Another shot wide from Baker. Nothing coming of it, and Jones deals with it easy. A good period of possession in the dominating half. There's another free kick from Baker comes in. No one connecting to that one for Coventry, who have looked good here in this opening stanza. A little bit behind at the start, but they've really come into this match nicely and are looking quite strong on the ball. Just need some finishing touches from their strikers, as Sinclair has a chance out on the left side, but blows it wide, high and wide over the post. And we have a substitute, Proctor, coming on there, still wearing his bib. Get that off, son. As we head into the half-time break, second half now. And we have Jones kicking long down to Proctor, who finds Drury out to Jones on the left. And Crawley with a good chance to maybe steal the first goal of the season for these two. Wide for Adams, who hits it straight at the keeper. Nicky Adams, a poor shot, and a yellow card for him to boot. So not starting off too well for Crawley. They've had plenty of chances, none of them taken as of yet. We still sit at 0-0 as Crawley get a lucky ball from the big sliding tackle. And Nicky Adams now ranging out on the left side, swapping sides with his right-hand winger, Drury, looking for the through ball nicely for Clark, pops it inside for Proctor, who can't finish the job. How good of an opportunity was that for Proctor? Just had to tap it in, did almost too much with it, and eventually it went wide. It went straight to the keeper, actually. So a poor shot from Proctor, poor finishing from both these teams so far in this match. We're now in nearly the 70th minute, and neither side has really looked like scoring at all. Crawley have had big chances, clear-cut. They'll be on the clear-cut chance list, and they just have not put them away. Proctor again cuts through Willis. Cuts it wide nicely for Adams. Has to score. No, yes! Gets it on the rebound. And Nicky Adams, he's looked dangerous all day, finally gets a bit of finishing touch on his move. And via the deflection, gets one past Murphy, who you have to say has looked very good in the goal today. Crawley lead 1-0. And a chance for Fleck, who puts the pace on, shoots, and a great save from Jones. Driving at the post, Jones gets enough body parts on it to flick it wide. Here's Fleck again with the corner, goes very deep, far post, and Proctor puts it out. And we'll have another corner, but nothing will come of it for Coventry. And we'll skip forward to the 72nd minute now. Coventry desperately looking to equalise. Good ball through to Mansett, drives a goal and scores the first goal for Coventry. The players are protesting, and they will get their call. It has been called back, and there won't be a first goal for Coventry for Mansett today. Well, not on that occasion anyway. He still has 15 minutes to try and put one in as the cross for Coventry is dealt with easily by the Crawley defence. And we're all the way back down with Willis inside his own half. Puts the high ball to centre field and Fowler gets it unmarked, unclaimed, uncontested from the Coventry players. And it is Crawley on the attack. They lead 1-0. A good ball inside for Nicky Adams. Pops it out wide and a sliding tackle for Simpson. Murphy puts in a great save again. And it's a shame that he's conceded that one deflected goal. As the corner comes in, Proctor has made a mess. Oh, it's been called a penalty. Coventry are raging about this call. They are not pleased at all. It is a penalty against Willis on Proctor. And this will surely end the match as a contest in the 77th minute if Nicky Adams can finish it. Here he comes. Saved off the pole and in it goes. Oh, that is disappointing for Coventry and for Murphy, who played so well. Murphy, that is. And to save that penalty but still get it to go on off the goal. That is disappointing stuff. And it is now 2-0 to Crawley. Coventry, though, not giving up just yet. In the 82nd minute now, attacking at the Crawley goal. Musa looking for an opportunity. Running hard at the defence, but he just shoots straight at the defender. And Crawley turn defence into attack. Almost instantly, man wide open. Free is Clark. A chance on goal. Chips Murphy. But Murphy, wise to the occasion, goes back and claims it easily. Plenty of wasted opportunities here by Crawley, that's for sure. Coventry also very guilty of the same kind of thing as a poor kick from Murphy. That won't do too well for his confidence and rating as Proctor has free use of the ball. Good shot from Bullman. Had to score open goal 1-on-1 and he has put in a weak, tame shot. And full time goes. Crawley easily do it 2-0. And with that, we'll take the result 2-0, and we are having a bit of a change here on what we see post-match, because I feel this may give us more information that you guys might want to see. Things like player ratings, man of the matches, goal scorers, and who got booked, injured, etc., all that kind of thing, attendances. So we can see we've still got a few stats there where we didn't actually go that badly, considering we got a lot of shots on goal, but very few on target. Both teams committed a lot of fouls and we just got nudged out by possession. Crawley probably just a bit better match ready than us in this one, and come the latter stages of the match they got those 2 goals. Of course, the penalty, bit of a disappointment there for poor Willis. In defence, we rated pretty well. You can see in the middle of the Coventry ratings, Murphy only got a 6.7, which is an abomination considering how well he played. In attack, we were woeful. And up front, Callum Wilson was shocking, a 6.2. But Blair Adams, on the other hand, a left back, was very good, getting an 8.3. Man of the match went to Nicky Adams for his 2 goals. And you can see in the Crawley stats just why they won. They had 2 players in attack who rated in the 8s, which, when you have a defence rating mid-high 7s, that's just the way it's going to go. So a bad start for Coventry. They go down 2-0 to Crawley. And they stay down minus 10 points in 24th. Plenty more action to come for this month of August, and it is our second match of the month, where it is now the Capital One Cup, and we are at home for the first time this season against Peterborough. Now these guys are in our same division, a League One side, and we are playing at home, and our squad for this game is very similar to what we just put out. A couple of changes. Murphy keeps his spot in goal. Adams and Christie again at the fullbacks. Webster and Willis in the central defence. But one change. Here we come. Thomas is going to partner Musa in the midfield. Baker and Fleck keep their roles on the wings. And this time Wilson is paired with Clark in attack. That is how we're going to line up. Let's see how we can go in the Capital One Cup this season. Our second match of this busy month sees us at home for the first time against Peterborough, and this is for the Capital One Cup. So not a home league match yet, and we'll have to wait out for that one, but a home match nonetheless, where we've got a crowd of 1,104 people turn up, which is pretty disappointing. But Capital One Cup, not really a crowd drawer, neither for that matter is Peterborough. Also a League One team, And we have a good chance here on goal for Clark. And Clark gets the first competitive goal for Coventry. Leon Clark, good strike. He looks psyched for it too. And Coventry take the 1-0 lead very early on, just after 20 minutes. And that will give them a huge deal of confidence, especially against a similar, well, same league team as them, League One. Here they are on attack again through Clark. First home game, so the fans get their first chance as Fleck attacks on the left side. Brilliant save! And it'll be called for the corner, but that was a spectacular save. And it's keeping Peterborough in this match as the corner is poor, hits the pole and goes out for a goal kick. We go back now for the second half. 45 minutes has passed us. And we have a chance to look back at 1-0 for Coventry, leading this game. Capital One Cup as Wilson pops it wide for Fleck, who has a shot on goal off the post. Oh, that's disappointing. A chance to really put this one away. If he could have put that up to 2-0, Fleck. Disappointing. Coventry couldn't convert that. They have the corner though. And it comes out from the defender. Easily dealt with from Peterborough. The pole getting the best of Coventry so far. Both teams, though, have to be said, been very poor in this match so far, and that is a great example. Plays like that, just gifting the ball away. A chance for Kearns on the rebound, gets the first goal for Peterborough. That was a lucky, opportunistic goal from Kearns, and it puts Peterborough right back in this match after 56 minutes. And now it's going to be interesting to see who can finish things off and get themselves into the second round of the Capital One Cup. Coventry are looking sound in defence at the moment. Freak goals are all that's really getting past them. Penalties. It's big sliding tackle coming in from Adams. That's not the best play. Kearns is free. We've seen him score one already, but Adams makes up for it by deflecting the shot down, and Tomlins goes for Rowe. Rowe crosses for Barnett, who cannot connect with the cross, and the ball goes out. And Coventry live to fight another day. 1-1 is the scoreline here, and it's still the 60th minute, 61st minute, as Baker looks to give Coventry an attacking edge down the right-hand side with Musa going up towards the byline now, crossing well, but straight at the keeper, who makes no mistake at that. And he diffuses that attack from Coventry very easily. He clears the ball downfield to an unmarked Newell. Good ball through to Barnett. Surely he was offside, but no. I think Adams was the only man back on the other side of the field. Not called, so he obviously wasn't. But a good save from Murphy again, shutting that attack down. Here's Ferdinand. The ball for Peterborough. Tomlin going wide for Alcock. Chance here on attack. Still a lot of attacking opportunities here for Kearns and Peterborough teammates. So cross comes in for Barnett, puts his head on, and Murphy makes a good save. And still 1-1. A lot of chances going begging. Both teams playing rather poorly. A good ball through for Adams. What can Adams do here? He's going very close to the goal and hits the post. Second time Coventry have been denied by the upright. And this match could be all over as a contest, but the pole is keeping Peterborough in it as we look to finish this one off here. 87th minute now. And Ferdinand steals possession with a good intercept, giving it to Kearns. And they'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper, who clears upfield. And finally, Musa gets a header on the ball, but gives it straight away. So a poor play. They're not really getting those air balls very well at all as Newell comes down the left, crosses nicely. Tomlin! Oh, Tomlin's hit the pole. Cleared by Coventry, and the pole is seeing more action than the net today. Kearns with the corner, comes in nicely, controlled out of the box from Webster. And all the way down to Leon Clark. And we'll run it back upfield for Coventry. looking for his midfielder, Thomas. All calls for offside there. And it goes away for Peterborough. Fleck offside. Another wasted opportunity for Coventry. Not playing too well at all. Tomlin on the ball. Looks for his big man up front. Lobs the ball over the top of Murphy in the 92nd minute. And will steal this result. Peterborough. Heartbreak for Coventry. They'll go down 2-1. Surely they can't get any more play into these final seconds. They kick off. And what's the ref going to say? We have time for any more. Trying to launch here, Coventry. Through Musa in the middle, but the ref finishes it off. 2-1. And Coventry go out of the Capital One Cup. Quite simply, that is possibly the worst way to go out of a cup. In the 93rd minute, conceding a goal in your first home match, and that is just massively, massively disappointing. It's just makes you feel sick. We can have a look at the roundup. As we said, 1,104 people turning up to Sixfield Stadium. We got the early goal for Leon Clark in the 18th minute, but it was returned in double from Peterborough, who come away with the win. They will progress to the next round of the Capital One Cup. As for us, Coventry will be going home, and you won't be seeing us until next season in this tournament. We can have a look through the players' ratings, and again, Callum Wilson was very poor in attack. Everyone else was average. Webster played very well, and again, so did Willis and Christie. Murphy was solid, and so was Musa, played very well, but Connor Thomas was our best player, getting an 8.6, which was very good. It's a shame he couldn't have got some support from his fellow midfielders and put some pressure on the Peterborough defence. As for the opposition, well, it was all down to one man. Lee Tomlin was the key player, rating a 9. That is massive. Big support too from his midfield and defence, rating in the 7s and 8s. And that really summed it up for us. We just had nothing in combinations for our players. We put away not as many shots. Again, just over half were on target, which I guess is alright, and we nudged out on possession, giving away slightly more, going only 46%. Again, didn't give any yellow cards away. That's got to be a good sign, but 2 losses now from our first 2 games, and that's not the best start to the season. So, round 2 of the Skybet League 1 competition, and we are at home for our first home league match of the season. We're forgetting about the Capital One Cup. That is gone and done and dusted. No one cares about that anymore. Dominate for 60 minutes and then lose. That just stabs you in the guts, that does. So we're at home now to Bristol City, and this is our first home fixture here, like we say, at Sixfields Stadium. This also was a TV match, which was good. Our first one of the year, gave us a bit of income, which is very nice indeed. Let's have a look at our lineup for this match. Again, Murphy in goal. Defensive line the same, Adams, Christie, Webster and Willis. Midfield stays true from the Capital One Cup game with Thomas after his impressive 8.6, backing up to partner Musa in midfield. Fleck and Baker, the only real options on the wings, but up front, a little bit of a change again with Manset coming back in to partner goal scorer Leon Clark. Third match of the month here for Coventry, and we are staying at home today. We are back in the League One, and we are up against Bristol City for our first home league match. And we have a very good penalty early on. We had a good crowd for today's game of 2,461 people, which is damn sight better than what we got in the Capital One Cup. And we had a good chance to score early on, which is easily diffused from the Bristol City defence. Now these guys were 19th on the table after their first match, and they were playing here at Sixfield Stadium today. We'll be wanting to improve on that against the bottom place Coventry team. Still -10 we are, still in 24th obviously, and still without a win in just our second league game, and a chance for Manset. Manset scores the first Coventry League goal of the season, and Coventry lead 1-0. Just 9 minutes gone, and a great start to our second league match, first home game, and we're off to a flyer through Manset. This match brought a few injuries with it, which we'll cover at the end, but none more so than Thomas, who was performing very well for us. which is not the best. Also, Musa took a bit of a knock, but won't be out for any great time after today, which is good. Well, are on defence quite a bit here in this first half, and oh, there we go. An easy shot. The keeper not up to his post, and if he was, would have saved that from Bristol. Instead, it is 1-1. Good shot. And Bristol find themselves back in this match after half an hour. Into the second half now. Fleck with a corner for Coventry. Headed a goal. Chance for Webster to drive on the angle. Fielding makes a good save for Bristol City. They keep their equalised scoreline. For now, Wagstaff coming wide for Wilson. Bristol City on the composed attack here. Through the middle. Emmanuel Thomas giving it for us. Oh, too easy for Villios. Makes it 2-1 for Bristol City. After such a great start from Coventry, they've fallen off the pace big time and are in a lot of trouble now to save this match at home, and could go the start of the season with 2 big defeats. Bristol City still on attack here in the 76th minute. They'll want to pile on the pressure, pile on the goals. Oh, man's fallen over in the box, and the ref's given a penalty. The second in 2 matches. This one against Barton, and still protesting the Coventry players. That is unacceptable. 2 penalties in 2 matches, and this will wrap it up again for the second league match in a row. If Shorey can nail it, and he does it with ease. Such ease for Shorey. Makes it 3-1. And Bristol, goodness me, still living in the Crawley match where we conceded the late penalty as well. That'll wrap us up. 92 minutes gone now in this final highlight. Oh, as Barton loses the ball, wraps up a very poor match for him. One last attack here for Bristol City. They're already up 3-1. Can they make it 4? Possibly. Baldock coming across field, waiting for a support. Gets dispossessed. Barton kicks away, and the ref's still letting us go. Fleck trying to force his way through the defence. And coming through the young midfield, and Baker having a headed shot, save from Thorpe. Oh, that would have been a magnificent goal. The young midfielder, very well played by that man indeed. So overall, a very poor match. We were awful, we were woeful, and we just can't seem to click through the middle of the field. We score that one early goal again through Manset. We also received a couple of bookings for Musa and Willis, and of course that big injury for Thomas, which I'll cover now. He's broken his arm and will be out for 6 to 7 weeks, which is pretty short term for a broken arm. Bristol City, 3 goals for them, and they have easily won this match. James Wilson getting man of the match for Bristol City. As for Coventry, no one really impressed. Defenders again rated in the 7s just, but apart from that, it was disappointment all round, and only 7 shots on goal, 5 on target, 43% of the ball. We're not doing too well, and it seems we need to have a look at some tactics here and see what's going wrong heading into our next match, our 3rd round match against Carlisle. It's been a long month, so let's take a breather. The review of August 2013 will be continued in the next part, so make sure you subscribe and keep an eye out for that coming soon.